and 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
a chick angel.
Another podcast episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification button. Welcome to the bonus. Thank you guys for spending some time with us on a Saturday morning. If you're watching live, if you are not, thank you for watching this whenever you get around to it. There's a lot of things we can talk about today. I want to talk about this Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is currently the head coach of the New England Patriots, formerly was a linebacker for the New England Patriots, and I believe he coached the Titans as well.
Tennessee
Titans. Okay, now, fun fact, the New England Patriots hired a black coach. I think it was Gerard Mayo, if I'm not mistaken. He got 1 year with the Patriots. Then they fired him and put Mike Vrabel in. So for this to be happening to him after that happened to that black coach who didn't even have a bad season, I'm just like, But shout out to Jay Boleen on Patreon. He said, y'all got to dive into this Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel situation. There were some pictures that came out today showing Mike and Diana in a bar 6 years ago kissing. Diana's son is 6 years old. She named him Michael. Goes on Twitter she deleted her Twitter account. It says, kept looking at my 4-day-old son Michael while trying to figure out who are the best Michaels to ever play and coach in the NFL. There's all kinds of pictures. It started off with them. Angel, this is that picture that I showed you. I don't know if you remember when we were on set for the airport. Joshy showed you and was like, what would you do if your husband, you got a picture of your husband and his friend holding hands? You remember that?
Yes.
That's these people.
Oh.
Yeah. So at the time, fingers interlocked. That was the only picture that came out. And they were like, no, I'm sorry. And then they were both in a pool together and their hands were touching. So at that time, they were like, no, y'all, no. We was just at a resort with other married couples. They just caught a picture of us when nobody else was around, or they cropped everybody out, all that type of stuff. But then over the last, the airport was 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago now. Over the last 3 weeks, it's been like when Drake and Kendrick were dropping diss tracks to each other, they kept like more pictures kept dropping. Now going all the way back to 2020, the baby, she was talking about Mike Vrabel. And then there was like all these videos of her talking negatively about her husband and positively about Mike Vrabel. And then they were trying to insinuate that either she was getting inside information from knowing him or he was feeding her information, something like that.
Because she's a sportscaster.
She's a journalist and she's an NFL insider. She was for The Athletic. She just resigned maybe a week and a half ago. And they were finding all kinds of tweets of her talking about Mike Vrabel. Wale rapped about Mike Vrabel, and she was like, yo, just listen to this new Wale, man. He mentioned Mike Vrabel. It's a lot. So she ended up deleting her Twitter account. And then Mike Vrabel got up there on that podium, and he was like,
Nicole,
I'm trying to set the story up.
Because you came in hot, man. Because you came in hot.
We're going to talk, Nicole. Don't worry. Finish setting it up. She said, where are their voices? Finish talking.
I was trying to set people. Dang, y'all know I can see these comments. So anyway, let me shut up.
No,
she resigned. He got on that.
He resigned. She
resigned. He got on that podium. He got on that podium and was like, now this is a personal and private matter. I've talked to my family, talked to the team, and I'm taking time away from the team during the NFL draft, which started 2 days ago. The first round, second round was yesterday. Third round is today. He's been away from the team for a while. So that's where we stand now. Angel and Josh, please take it away.
So when I first saw the story in the why is my husband calling me? When I first saw, see what your daddy want. When I first saw the story, I said, "Oh my God, who are these white people?" That's where I started. Then I found out. I said, "Oh, this white man, a coach of the New England Patriots." I said, I would assume he had someone on the side, and that just might be my bias. There's no way this former linebacker standing at 6'4", 260. Okay, looking white man just got his woman. I would just assume. Now, what I do think is dumb is that she resigned from her job. I don't know why people be messing up their paper for sex. Like this, that ain't never gonna make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me that they would mess up their money. But I would assume this man, I would assume it came with the job of you're going to be the head coach of the Patriots. We have a brothel of women you can choose from, but just don't be interlocking fingers with them in the pool and don't be going to the club kissing. And also, that was the other thing. When I saw the picture of them kissing at the club, I said, whose eyes is that good? Who saw them? Kevin, stop being facetious. Wait 1 second, guy. Looking at Mr. Kevin being facetious. Who eyeballs are that good that they could spot? I can't spot myself in a dimly lit club in the mirror. And you gonna spot somebody else? I hate you, Kevin. I hate you. I'm not talking no more. I'm not talking no more.
Josh?
I'm not feeding into this.
No, you are. I already talked for long.
And here you go again. No, first of all, I didn't realize how much depth that photo had, that Twitter photo had. God dang it, Gabe. But to Angel's point, not to have egregious thoughts, but oh my God. See, guys, this is what happens.
You know, you didn't hurt the man's feelings.
This is what happens when you guys tell the truth. I understand.
Kevin got to set up the sports stuff because there's only so much that I can, even though I'm the expert on the podcast, I really have to let him as a fan. See, I watch sports as an expert. He watches as a fan, so he has more intel. And so I have to let him set it up. And then I can give my expertise. See, y'all got to understand how this has to flow.
Play-by-play color. Go ahead, Josh.
But athletes, and I don't condone this behavior, athletes be out here, man. When I was in some of the nicer places in LA, I never knew who was with who. If I would see some people at said cool places to eat or cool places to get drinks late after a game, the fact that he had, an alternative teammate, I'm not too surprised. However, he wasn't really private about it either, though, is what it seems.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because there's so many photos, and apparently the couple that whoever captured them being a couple in this Arizona resort, they weren't even like private investigators. They were just people. There's talk about them getting sued because apparently in Arizona, it's if people are engaged in sex, and I'm not sure, and let me make sure I say this quickly. If it might be sex on the horizon, it can be considered essentially voyeurism, and it's illegal. And taking pictures of people without their consent is illegal as well in this city. But it doesn't even seem like it's one person, but it feels like a coordinated attack on them, because it's like they've been cheating. They've been together for at least 6 years. These pictures have spanned from 2020 to 2026. So
it's a long time. That's almost a RICO.
It's a lot, right? It's a lot of time to be caught with somebody who's not your wife and your wife's not around in Vegas, in Arizona, at this. It's a lot to be coincidental. And then there's, a lot of talk of like Ime Udoka, the coach from the Celtics. When this happened to him, he got fired quickly. But the Patriots owner was caught getting hand jobs in a massage parlor. So he's probably like, like to Angel's point.
Yeah.
On, man.
I don't know what listen. I don't know if people want us to just believe this facade that most extremely wealthy men are faithful. I don't. Like, you gonna have to be very like adamant, like Kevin is, about your loyalty to your spouse in order for me to even consider that you might have been faithful all the way through. And if you're in the sports arena, now come on. I'm not saying it's not possible. Is that, how they say innocent until proven guilty? Mm-hmm. Not in this. I just feel like it's the culture around sports does not end just with the players. Mm-hmm. It goes all the way across the board. Yeah, they just now doing a 60 Minutes interview with that one white girl that was with that black coach,
Sharon Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. She was pregnant by him, and she terminated that baby into a smoothie, as Angel would say.
Listen, but this girl didn't. She said, we want to fully formed, go into kindergarten, learning the ABCs, DADDY. That's my daddy. That's
naming your baby Michael. I mean, maybe she didn't know that they had pictures of them. But naming your baby Michael when your husband's name, I don't believe his name is Michael, is crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, they were blatant. I think everybody involved must have already known. It was just the rest of the world is just now catching up to this story, because what that looked like, I couldn't name none of my kids after anybody I've ever known. All of my kids have names of, like, none of them. Like, for instance, Sai, I don't know, not nary a Sai.
I don't know no Sai.
Kai, I met Kai's after he was born, and they're all girls.
I've never known a person named Kai or Sai.
And then their middle names are after people, but my husband knew those people. His grandfather, their deceased godfather, his dad. So, like, ain't no way I'm just gonna name one of my kids after a nigga I know. No, because I don't want there to be no confusion. She wanted the confusion. She
loves, and the thing is, Angel, people were tweeting her in 2020, 2021, like, yo, are you sleeping with Mike Vrabel? And now those tweets are starting to go viral. Like, it's a lot of evidence to be coincidental.
Yeah. I don't think she cared. I think it was cool. I think everybody was like chill with it. Like, everybody who like knew. So it was just like, okay, whatever. I'm sure her husband was like, all right, you hate me. That's fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I always think about. Like, my worst nightmare on this planet Earth, you get caught cheating. Somebody as famous as I am, and apparently I've become even more famous over the last couple of weeks. And the whole world knows you're cheating, and you got to go back and face your wife and kids when some pictures have come out, and then your kids got to go to school. Your wife still has her friend group. Like, I would hate to embarrass my family like that.
Well, you care. That's the thing. These people don't care. They don't care about feelings. They don't care about embarrassment. None of that. They care about whatever it is they care about. And that is this extra piece of vagina or penis.
And that lady was at all the NFL stuff. She's at the Super Bowl because she's an influencer. That's hilarious.
What is that?
A lash.
Oh, I was like, what is that? The way my alopecia is set up and the way my nerves are set up, I would be a bald head scallywag. Like, trying to pull off some crap like that. The first of all, my nerves affects my digestive system. So diarrhea all the time. Who wants that? You can't enjoy sex if you didn't just pooped.
It's true.
Like all of it. All of it then came out. Like there's no all right. It's been so good to see you. No.
I gotta do it, and I do this so much.
And a whole nother chunk of hair then came out because my nerves is bad because this ain't right.
That's the thing. It's such a good point though, Angel, for real. You got to be built for that. I'm not built for that. I wouldn't have no peace. I'd be like, I'm sorry, my nose is bleeding. I didn't cheat it. Please don't leave. And I think these men be like, what? I'm about to get this coochie and go to practice. Like, this is my Nashville girl. This is my Minneapolis woman.
My pre-workout.
Yeah. How in the world? How?
And then people was eating lunch and stuff. Angel, them people was taking. Somebody took a picture of them outside on the patio from inside. Y'all, and they try to leave. One of the articles said they try to leave separate. Like, okay, you leave and go that way. Them people was like, maybe y'all think we're dumb.
Let me tell
We're
you.
following you. It is quite obvious you are that coach. I don't know if they knew who that woman was, but maybe they knew. At least know you're not her. And this ain't even. This is from his old jobs. He wasn't even the coach of the Patriots this whole time.
Let me tell you, white people can cheat.
If you'd like to continue this video, please subscribe to the Patreon. If you'd like to continue this video, please subscribe to the Patreon.